Hello, friends. The ongoing conflict between India and Pakistan may have multiple causes, but one important reason could stand out. Stay tuned to find out what might keep this war going on for over a decade. A storm has brewed silently across the Himalayas. Beneath the roar of fighter jets, drones, missiles, the whispers of diplomats and the noise of media, an invisible war is being fought, not with bullets alone, but with corridors, currencies, and narratives. At the center of this war is an iron alliance, China and Pakistan, and across the battlefield, an ancient strong rival rises, India standing with America. But why does China, the world's second largest power, risk open confrontation by backing Pakistan in every conflict with India? Why does it pour billions into Pakistan's economy, shield it in the UN, build roads through the most dangerous terrains on Earth, and provide tactical and sophisticated weaponry? Because this is not just about friendship, it's about power, paranoia, and the future of global supremacy. China sees India not just as a neighbor, but as a rival, a threat, competition in trade, a billion-strong democracy armed with nukes and ambition. India is the only Asian power that could someday challenge China's grip on the Indo-Pacific. To slow it down, China fuels the fires at India's flanks, supporting a nuclear-armed Pakistan and keeping Delhi's eyes fixed westward. For every missile launched in Kashmir, every skirmish in Ladakh, drone attack in Jammu or Rajasthan, China watches every move quietly. This isn't a new alliance. China and Pakistan call it an all-weather friendship, but insiders know it's more, a military partnership forged in steel and strategy, and Beijing has gifted Pakistan JF-17 Thunder jets to patrol hostile skies, Al-Khalid tanks to defend disputed borders, missile systems capable of striking deep into Indian territory. This military aid isn't charity, it's insurance. For China, a strong Pakistan is a permanent thorn in India's side. India's borders are bleeding, with China in the north and Pakistan in the west. And here lies the unspoken truth. China and Pakistan both have unfinished business with India. China wants Arunachal Pradesh, calling it South Tibet. Pakistan wants Kashmir, calling it their jugular vein. In 1965, during India and Pakistan's war, China issued warnings to India, threatening a two-front conflict. It was bluff then, but would it be a bluff now? In modern times, China amplifies Pakistan's Kashmir claims at the UN, refusing to call it India's internal matter. The message is clear. India must remain distracted. And now the game changes. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC, is no ordinary trade route. It's a $60+ billion lifeline, connecting China's restive west to the warm waters of the Arabian Sea via Gwadar. It bypasses the US-controlled Malacca Strait. If China survives in trade war for next 10 years, then it will become next superpower. CPEC runs through Gilgit-Baltistan, a territory India claims as its own. It gives China naval access to the Indian Ocean. To India, CPEC is a dagger through disputed land. To China, it's the vein of its global expansion. And to Pakistan, it's the promise of survival and strategic significance. As the China-US trade war exploded in 2018, Beijing needed new allies, fast. America was trying to economically strangle China. But Pakistan, it opened its arms. The US might have trade bans, but China has Belt and Road, and Pakistan was the crown jewel. In return, China invested, protected, and backed Pakistan against global pressure. And in doing so, created a new axis, Beijing-Islamabad, staring straight at Washington, Delhi. Know only this, in the back rooms of the UN, another war is fought, not with tanks, but with vetoes. Every time India demands Pakistan to be named in FATF gray list, China blocks the move. Why? Because if Pakistan falls, CPEC falls. If CPEC falls, China falls. To protect the corridor, China shields the country, no matter the cost. This isn't a war of today. It's a grand strategy, played and prepared over decades. China doesn't need to fight India directly. It fights with influence, with infrastructure, with alliances. Pakistan is both pawn and partner. India is both threat and target. But what happens when the corridor is complete? Will India strike? Will China intervene? Will America join the fray? CPEC is not just a road, it's the fuse. And South Asia is the powder keg. So America eyes CPEC, empowers India, and targets Pakistan. Conclusion: the game is on. CPEC was the spark. The US-India alliance is the fuse. And Pakistan, for better or worse, stands at the crossroads of history. The question is no longer whether war will be fought. It is how, where, and through whom. Will America succeed in disrupting China's rise? Will India claim Pakistan-administrated Kashmir and weaken Pakistan forever? Or will the alliance of geography and resistance write a new ending? Only time will tell, but the pieces are already moving on the board, historical data proves. When superpowers fight for global dominance, wars can last for decades and humanity suffers. If you like this video, then hit that share button and subscribe.